Congrats, mate. Staying here in Australia, Jersey, how do you feel?
Feels good, man. Feels really good. It's something new for me, but just really happy to be around this group of guys and just playing with a new group and a new voice, new coaches, and just trying to learn as much as I can.
Obviously part of the extended squad initially. When did you get told you'd fit the full call-up?
Just a couple of days ago. Can't exactly remember when. Maybe Sunday morning. Yeah, it was a bit of a surprise, but at the same time, I knew I was coming into the camp, so just keep the mindset the same and just play hard as per usual.
Told about the role or anything yet? Maybe minutes-wise, what you might get or anything like that? Or
Nah, nothing like that. Just come in and contribute to the group in practice where we can, and then games will be the games, see what happens.
How long has it been a realistic aspiration for you to play for the Boomers?
A realistic one, probably like 3 months. Not very long, to be honest. It's kind of come out of the blue, but again, like just super grateful and just coming in, like just looking to learn, as much as I can from this group and all the players here. I know a lot of these guys have represented Australia before, so just trying to get around them and learn what it is to be a part of this group and represent the country. And like I said, just soak it in.
It must be something that you feel it's been a fair while coming, though, and you put together a really solid body of work to get you into the position that you're in now.
Yeah, I guess so. It's I don't really I wasn't aiming to be a part of this squad, just trying to contribute to NBL clubs and the Jackies like coming in this year. And then it's just like a great honor to be recognized for something like this, I think.
How's your game evolved since you've moved to Tasmania? You haven't been here for a huge amount of time, but getting you reasonably settled in now. How have things evolved in terms of your game?
Yeah, good. I think just more like off-court stuff, leadership, just trying to invest in other guys and just be aware of your teammates and how they're playing and who needs the ball where, and just trying to be a leader on and off the court. I think that's probably the biggest thing I've learned here since being at Tassie. And then, of course, individual-wise, skill-wise, we just continue to work every day. The coaching staff and the organisation here has been great for me.
Does the pull-up change the way you attack the game compared to when you play with Jackson?
No, I don't think so. I think you get brought in to be the person that you are, when you're playing in the NBL. So just be exact same mindset for me.
Do you feel that you're excited to play alongside?
Obviously like Bannon again, it's amazing to play with him, for the Jackies and then roll into something like this and play with him. But, like Nick Kay is someone who I've just watched on TV for ages. So really cool to be around him. Dave O'Hickey is an elite point guard in this league. So great to learn from him and good friends with him. So just being around all these guys, and then some previous teammates I played with before too. So it's a good group.
So how big a learning opportunity is it just being in the camp, training around players of this ilk and whatnot, but things that you can glean to further your career?
Yeah, it's massive. There's just a wealth of knowledge from the coaches and again, all the players too. So just asking questions and just soaking up as much as I can.
All right, Nick, nice to always get back to Boomers camp, I guess, mate. What's it mean to you to call on the green and gold?
Always good to get back, seeing some new faces and some familiar ones, and then being able to come out here and play, especially in front of Australian fans and family. It's really special and excited to just get out there and be able to do it again.
Sort of challenge to New Zealand present. Obviously, a few names we know through the NBL here in Australia, I guess. How did they go?
Yeah, New Zealand's always a tough team to play against. They're a team that plays hard, they play physical, play together, and I feel like they always take another step up individually and as a group when they're together. So we're expecting a really big challenge and hoping we can put our best foot forward when it comes to these week's games.
You're in the start of a bit of a new cycle in terms of the Boomers, new faces coming in, some fresh faces, some of the veterans getting a little older, I suppose, before the next big tournaments and the Olympics and whatnot. And if so, how exciting is that to see a bit of a new gen come through?
It really is. There's a lot of new guys coming through. Some guys that have so much potential and so much opportunity to really bring something extra to this Boomers program. And for myself, just to be around and kind of try and pass on some of that to the young guys so then they can continue to grow it as well, means a lot. And I can't wait to see where these guys are going to take the program in the future.
And how much responsibility, do you take as a veteran, I suppose, or an elder statesman of the team now without some of those older guys?
Yeah, I definitely take some responsibility there, but I think everyone that comes in with the right attitude and mentality to give it all they've got and to really just help your program grow by playing the best they can and playing for the green and gold and what's on the front and the back.
Well, it's hot, Nick. Anyone exciting you in particular in the lead up to, World Cups and Olympics and whatnot in terms of the next ones coming through?
I mean, there's a lot of guys that are really putting their foot forward, hand up to show that they deserve to be in those big windows and stuff. But a guy like Dash, obviously, he's got so much potential and can really impact this group. So keen to see how he goes in these games, and just can't wait to see.
Similar question, Jaylin. What's it made to pull on the green and gold for the Boomers, mate?
It's an honor. I mean, make my family proud every time I put it on. So it's definitely something I want to do every time I can.
What's a step up right from NBL to an international game of society? Do you notice a lot of difference?
I think it's more physical. I think, like I said before, it's an honor. So everybody's playing as hard as they can. I think it's just more physical than the basketball out there.
Must be really pleased with the court more personally in the moment.
For sure, coming back from shoulder injury, playing with the King. So yeah, that's the force of getting that.
How do things shift, I suppose, coming up from similar to Brent's question, from NBL, Kings, club level up into national colour in terms of culturally and all of those things that you find to do as a Boomers player?
Yeah. I mean, I have Gores as my coach with the Kings, so I think we have like similar type of practices that we do here. So I think it was an easy transition, and also coming back from the Asia Cup, I know what I was getting myself into. So for sure.
And in terms of, grasping opportunities like the one against New Zealand and making the most of those with, bigger things on the horizon and whatnot, goes without saying that it's really important to do that.
For sure. I mean, especially New Zealand, they got a good squad this year. So I'm looking forward to these games coming up. And it's always, like I said before, an honor to represent Australia.
And always good to get back in the Boomers camp, especially for you, and a good opportunity for you to step up as head coach for this game.
Yeah, really enjoyed Asia Cup and, the windows I've been in previously. And, this one's a little different one for me. It's, obviously in season and you get guys that are in form, but probably looking for a little bit of rest as well. So how we manage everybody going into this game. But we got some good workload into them, and I just feel like there's a great energy around this group to go and compete and play against a real quality team in New Zealand.
Just on Will Magnay, did you make the call too early on Will, or was it you had to do that to bring in Pinder?
Yeah, I think he needs some rest right now, and I think it's best for his body to put through the rigors of what's going on right now. And so obviously played well in that last game, but to do that for another week, don't think that's best for him. So, he was the captain of Asia Cup. He's been around the group. We'll have him celebrate our captains and some moments, some debutants tonight at a dinner, and that's the part that he's going to play in this campaign.
How long have you observed Ben Ayre and what he's doing, and what are the Boomers qualities that he'll bring to the team?
Yeah, obviously we had him kind of in the squad early, and then with Owen Foxwell, dropping out late, it was like, we really need Ben to be a significant contributor at point guard for this group. So, I thought he's had a magnificent season. Obviously, extra opportunities with some injuries at the Jack Jumpers, but his defensive intensity, the way he's getting other people involved, and then he's got his own shot making as well. And then he's feisty. He's a competitor, and that's what we want to see in this clash.
I was going to make a Delhi comparison, different obviously, but there's similar sort of feistiness and scrapper mentality there as well. The Boomers need one of those.
Yeah, I think so. And, but his ability to make open shots and to create offense for others. We saw him in today's practice, late shot clock, and will penetrate and pitch to someone else. And he has a good understanding of the game and good understanding of the talent around him.
Been easier for you to prepare for a team like New Zealand, given a lot of the players through the NBL?
Yeah, they've got, Yanni Wetzel coming back from Japan, and, they have the ability to put a lot of bigs on the floor in this one with, Menenga and Harrison. And, normally the Tall Blacks have been a little bit undersized, but shooting's been a quality. So it'll be really interesting to see the mix that they put on the floor with those post-up guys and, combined with the guards as well. So, it's never easy. You never know what to expect. We know that they're going to play with a level of physicality that we're going to have to match or, be better than.
Just on what Pinder did in Perth, but then recently in Japan, what makes him the best sort of replacement for Will?
Yeah, we looked around the centres that were in the NBL. We looked around the centres that were available, and we think Keanu can be a game breaker. We saw him in a playoff game have 30-plus points, and I think we've been great for him right now just to be back with Aussies and have the mateship that I think he really enjoys, and hopefully we bring the best out in him.
Is it nice to be in an arena where the crowd's on your side during the season?
I hope so. I look forward to. I guess I'm on the other bench, and where we're going to coach from. That it's always a great atmosphere down here, and they celebrate basketball, and hopefully there's going to be some moments in the game that they get behind us and just give us that extra little boost.
You mentioned the workload of players, I guess, at this stage of the season, the break in NBL. Do you have to manage that differently for different players in the squad?
Yeah, not so much, different players. I just thought we got a load that was right for everybody. So we got two competitive practices, and now we'll step off, mostly competitive stuff and just really get into some detail about the game. So, we're going out to win. So whatever minutes people need to play to win the basketball game, we certainly won't have a load management on the game.